Futhark. See if we can put these here. Somewhat visible. So what I do is initially I come in, I just quickly hit my lines in, slow down, and do dot 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 dot. I don't know how well that's picking up, but let's see. Yeah, not bad. Pretty good. I did these ones as testers, just because it was funky and it had the knots on it. But I don't know if you can see the edge. It literally just rounds. I had probably 8 feet of just a small limb, maybe 1.5 inches in diameter, roughly that size. I think that one's like the biggest. But what I did is cut, oh my gosh, probably, I think me and my nephew counted 114 rounds. So, and this smells so good. Like killer. I guess I should introduce myself. Like a fatty McGee. What is that? About a half inch? Let's see. Let's burn an inch. Just because this is a weird setup. West, roughly a half inch there. So half-inch rounds, roughly. And I didn't mark anything. I just cut them, and I used a jigsaw for this. Yeah, I blasted through all these guys with a jigsaw. If I used a handsaw, it would have taken ages. But this guy, maybe I was getting my reference, but he's a bit fat, bit thick. That's more like 3/4 to an inch. So yeah, it's exactly 3/4. So this one's probably just another tester, but at any rate. Oh my gosh, it smells fan-freaking-tastic. I used a couple testers to try to make them look as nice as I possibly could, and then I hit this with, what did I use? Did I use teak oil? No, I used linseed oil. So you can see, no, so this is raw. This is treated with linseed oil. I'm gonna do both sides. This is kind of, like I said, a tester. This one is an insignia I like to use. It is Tewaz or Tier, and I put my own special little twist on it. And then this one I just focus in there. Come on, focus, 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 focus. I don't know if we can get that tight, but they're little tiny pine trees. I believe one of these I did upside down. Yeah, that one I did upside down. Okay, that one you can see maybe not. I guess there is when it starts to focus, but you don't get a close-up, so it is what it is. But I hit that with linseed oil after also. And then I just tried to see what the bit would do. Messing around with the bit. It looked kind of cool. Looked like a pine tree. And then I started doing more little branches on the pine tree. At any rate, untreated, treated with linseed oil. Let's see if I can block the sun there. Treated with linseed oil, non-treated yet. These I just started, so I started my Futhark, as you can see. Futhark. So I'm doing younger Futhark. Thank you for the like there. One thumbs up. Appreciate you. Yeah, we're doing 16 younger Futhark right now, so I just figured maybe I'd go on a quick live and do it. And watching Vikings in the back, or listening to Vikings in the background, which I've probably watched, oh man, 4 times over, at least. But there's nothing better than burning wood, man. It just smells so darn good. It's Athelstan you hear. You guys remember that part? And God too. Ragnar is at the end. Ragnar says, Athelstan, I love you. He wanted, and then he wanted to learn about the English ways because he becomes attached to him, and he really likes Athelstan. I think it's cool. You know, it was unexpected. Oh, here we go. This one's side down. And it's just dots. Dot, 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 dot. Tiny, tiny dots. I may have to... that's what we got. And I'm going to flip it. Do the exact same thing on the other side. I just want to make sure it's 100% square, like all these 100. I see. I've seen elk antler, which is really cool. That would take me ages if I did deer bone. I mean, my buddy gave me an idea to do it. I could definitely do it. I have a whole crap load of bone. But this is one I've already got the marrow out. And it's already nice and slick on the sides. Oh yeah, you can see that sheen. I've hit this with a file for hours, but it just takes so long. It is absolutely nothing like doing wood, like burning wood, man. It takes ages and ages and ages. So it would be really neat. You can see, yeah, look how slick that is. Oof. That is some smooth stuff. That's a massive, massive deer bone. If that's a deer bone. Let's see. I have deer leg bone. That is a deer leg bone. And you can see, let me set this down, thigh bone, and say that's a femur or a fib tib. Like, man, this legit could fit inside of there, for Pete's sake. So, I think that's moose, to be honest. That's what I did that tree out of that you guys saw recently. But, yeah, if I was to cut this guy down the middle like I do this, and then just nick him into, it would take a heck of a long time. But it would be really cool. It would look neat. I really like this one. This is a really kick-out from, say, the deer's neck going back, riding the spine. This is one coming from the neck down like this to the top of the spine. I believe it goes this way. But I probably have 11 of these, which is really neat. You can see the size of it, man. It's massive. Like, it's good size. So a lot of these I've worked, I've sanded, spent hours and hours and hours, which it's just fun. It's straight recreation. And if I turn around and sell them, it's a worthwhile recreation. So it's a win-win. All right, let me take this one. let me completely rotate it. So I have a quick etching line on there. I don't really do any pencil drawings. There's no need for it. The only thing I have done is numbered them all. That's why I have this eraser right here. I did this for a specific reason, and I'll quickly show you the reason. I numbered them with an eraser. Let's see, 9. Let's see, 7 if I don't drop it. 7, 9. This is why I did this. So when somebody's not using the runes, I had to go through that box I just showed you with all the rounds I cut in it. So when somebody's not using the runes, they can literally stack them up and it still looks like the whole tree. So it's going to be, or the whole limb rather, it's going to be pretty cool. I picked out, as I was cutting them, I didn't organize them. I just organized them after the fact. But I cut them out. You stack them vertically. If you're not using them, you can have them as a whole limb. And crap, it probably, well, let's do it real quick. So that would be what, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So they may not be exact, like I think 2 and 3 is off, but see if I can do this and not drop it. You get my just. And they're like poker chips too, so you can stack them and slash them just like you're in the casino. But yeah, cool little idea. I thought about kind of at the last second. I was like, huh, that'd be neat if I organized them, that they weren't just all randoms, you know what I mean? Like this with that. I don't know, I just thought that would be weird, so why not have them sequential in shape also. Oh, there we go. Futhark. Futhark. And then I'm working on the rest. What's yapping? And this wood's still very green. Oh, it smells fantastic. See, it's still really green on the sides. But I didn't debark it or anything. Oh, she's telling Athelstan, Judith, dun, dun, plot thickens. I don't want to ruin it for anybody that hasn't seen it. But yeah, if I was to do this to bone, let's do it there so you guys can see a little bit better. Really nice burning set. I've gone through, I think this is like my third one. I've gone through a couple different. This is the nicest one so far. It's Kickback, not sponsored. Not sponsored by them at all, but they have really good products. And this is, what the heck is this one called? This one's called the Creative Wood Burner. I believe they call it like the pin set or something like that. Let's see. This is the box it came in. Creative Wood Burner. Wire tip wood. That's what it says. Wire tip wood burning tool. Creative Wood Burner by Walnut Hollow. So it's a nice one. This is one of the nicer ones I've had. I just threw a quick sticker on it. Walnut Hollow. But it has 1 through 10. But the adjustments are really on point. They're super nice. Fine, you know, a lot of fine tuning. All right, let's pay attention here. Where was I? It's funny, some parts of wood are more porous than others. Some parts are really hard. Some parts are really squishy. Now, oh, it's like pithwood to hardwood. Yeah, it's maple or cherry. When I take you guys out in the woods with me, absolute pine forest. My other vids, and I'll do a 360 and just a crazy pine forest. All right, cool. That one's done. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9 is here. This one I cut a little bit thinner than the rest, but it's okay. So this is my usual thickness, roughly a ½ inch. This one I'm going to say is 3/8, 5/8. Okay. Just so it doesn't leave any pencil marks. And what is next? What letter is that? That is an R, I think. Is that the letter R? It's in a straight T where it's a line and then a cross. It's a line and then an angle down to the right cross. So what I have been doing is matching these guys up and seeing which way it fits best, and then keeping kind of meticulous when it comes to stuff like that, and then keeping the theme that way. So when you stack them, they're not all twisted. You know what I mean? They're not like this. They're all so you'll be able to read them if you pull them out to the side. Okay, so this is the T, which is, what did I say, an N? Down to the right. Chat with the birds when I can. They're my buddies. With bird feeders and stuff in the yard. Gabon, right here. And this was the cutoff from that tree, so I won't do the outside, I'll do the inside, just in case I want to turn it into something. Let me just kill that headlamp. Let me just do it. So I put one dot right here. I don't know if you can see it. Move back some. Let me just try to burn and bone. Man, it just takes forever. I don't even know if it really showed up good. And like I said, this is on 10 right now. I have my wood burner cranked. Let's try this side. I don't know if you can see. Let me set this down so I don't toast myself. That's the circle right there. You saw how long it took. And, I mean, it's on there. It's absolutely on there, but time, man. Time. It's in these tins, which are 4 bucks. Tiny. That is my beard balm. I think it's called Best Damn Beard Balm. Yeah. Best Damn Beard Balm. This looks toasted because it was toasted, but I believe I fit, and these rounds are pretty neat. Because like I said, I normally don't do that size. I do the 4x4 inch of that. But I believe I packed like 45, 50 of them in here, which was kind of cool. But it was Beantown's famous lightning cha. This is actually a really good seller. But I started doing rounds. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it because bushcraft and baseball and bushcraft. I'm not sure which way it goes, but my buddy John on the West Coast bought one of these from me in a big giant tin I was just referring to in the cigar tins, and you will not run out of those. They are 4x4. Those guys can't be more than 2 inches. Yeah, 2 1/4 round. So, and this tin is, I even decide to do it. I might not ruin a good thing. I might just keep my lightning chuck. It's just not tooting my own horn, but it's looks pretty good. One more row of dots, just because that side arm is a bit cool beans. And this is, what letter did I say? An N? An N. Letter N in younger Futhark. Let's do the flip side. Bang. I realize when I'm not yapping, and I don't pay attention as much as I do, so I think I'm gonna shut up now. Just focus on what the heck situation at hand. Oh, Thorson, that was a tough pot to watch. Rotate. Or at least bolden it up a little. Harold Finehair. We haven't seen Harold Finehair yet. He's not made his debut. Him or number 8. Well, we're halfway there. 16 characters in the younger Futhark. It's 24, I believe, in the elder Futhark. 16 in the younger. So now we're going to Is, or Isa, which is the letter I. Make sure that's on. Excuse me. Sometimes this perfumes. Yeah. Harvard. Oh, he's a. Irritate my nose. Smells great, but makes my nose itch. Okay. Pretty quick. There's a divot in the middle. I don't know, maybe it looks odd. There we go. It's just a little tiny divot in the middle of that. Is that better? Oh, I can't tell. Now you can kind of see the dots, yeah? Sweet. I don't think I'm going to do this whole thing. We're already on 34 minutes, so I don't know if I'll do the whole set. I mean, yeah, we're halfway through, but I don't want to waste you guys' time. Right, flip side, perpendicular. No, except it's really, really hard. It's nothing like this. I can just zip right through this. Nothing to it. Pine burns. That. Bang. Zipped right through it. Isa is complete. And now what are we on? Alright, so this is a T the other way, which I believe is the letter E. Number 7. So we did down to the right, now we're doing down to the left. Make sure this matches up nice. See that? Those guys match up so nice. That's why I kind of strategically did this. There we go. Now you can see that green better. You can see the green weenie, kid. Technical one that was next to it when I cut it. And I zapped through the thing and shoot, probably 8 minutes, if that. And like I said, it was like probably an 8-foot piece. And I just cranked through the thing, man. All right. E. Did I say E? I think I said E. And the Futhark E. Yes. Now it's down to the left. So match that guy up. There's some nice gray checks in it too. Gray and green. Down and then to the left. Very nice. Some you can, some you can't. And it looks good in person. I don't know if this is doing any justice, but flip it. Exact lines. If I was doing decorative stuff, I would be drawing on this first with pencil rather than, like I said, just drawing numbers on here. This one just has a number 2 on there. Just so I know, like I said, keeping it in order. But if I was drawing decorative stuff, like dragons or any type of earnest work or mammon or any type of old school Viking stuff, I would burn so many times. All that stuff. I don't know if this would be a tutorial. Yeah, I would do a lot of drawing in erasing, man. Yeah. Helps to have a good burner too. This wood burning tool is outstanding. Hopefully my headlamp isn't screwing stuff up. Lovely. Running out of space here. You guys can't even see these stacked up anymore. So this is what I'll do. And try not to knock it over. Oh, I'm gonna wind up knocking these over. Alright. I'll do it like this. Because I know me, I will certainly knock that over. But at least you can see the somewhat of a Futhark. This the right way. So Futhark's on top. Futhark. There we go. Now you can see the Futhark. And then I'll keep these guys off to the side. Okay. Down to the left. Now, oh no, it's not. It's an S. Okay, so let me do that the right way. I know how that one goes. Sawillo. I know how Sawillo goes. Here I have it written down. Oh, I did that fast. All right. I know what I did. Now let's make sure that fits here nice. Perfect. And get my headlamp out of the way. I only need the headlamp so I can see. You guys don't really need my headlamp. It's doing more damage than anything. Just go over the edges real quick, just to make sure it's nice and bright. And then we'll take the axis, completely spin it, do the same thing on the other side. Now that pith pot I can just remove. Middle pith pot, you don't want to stay too long. You stay too long, it's going to be deeper than others. You want it all fairly uniform. There you have it. Make that bottom just a hair wider here. Thorin, that poor bugger. You just watch Thorin get it. Okay, so that is yes. Alright, if I can blast these 5 out, I guess I'll do the whole video. Tell you what is. I can zoom a little. I can zoom in. I can show you exactly what I mean by that. So what I do is when I just quickly etch that line, so I'm trying not to leave any gap. Sometimes you have to go over it twice in the same area. That arm looks a little bit weaker than the other one, so maybe we'll just fold that guy up just a tiny bit to make it look uniform. Front and the back. Arrow is pretty forward, pretty self-explanatory. This is pretty much why I listen to it in the background while I'm doing artwork, so I can hear all the neat battle sounds, battle scenes, and hear Wardruna playing their tunes. It just makes me happy. Skald, Skadi, Wardruna. What's the other one? Heilung. Heilung's awesome. Those guys are insane. I saw how much their tickets are going for, though. I mean, they're worth it. And I just had his name at the top tip of my tongue. The tattoo artist. I think it's like, I'm trying to think his name. It's like Sky Van or something. At any rate, the lead singer for there's a female. Her name's like Marie. Her name's Marie. She's the lead singer of Heilung. The Faust Vander Faust, I think his name is Faust. He's a tattoo artist. At any rate, he's phenomenal. He does phenomenal tattoo work. He is the second lead in. Nice, we got Berkana coming up. Woohoo, my favorite. He was into satanic music, which I was never into, but I mean, being a pagan, a lot of people that are not knowledgeable or ignorant to the fact that they think it's all the same, they just throw it all in one boat. Pagan music is not satanic. But Kai, that's his name, Kai Vanderkaust. Kai was into satanic music, like as a teenager before he got into Heilung with Marie. And all right, let me see it. I don't want to get confused here. Let me see where the top of this is, because these ones match up beautifully. Beautifully. And I don't want to screw this up by talking. Okay, there's the top. Kai was in as like a teenager and stuff, and it's funny that he ran with it and got into pagan music after, because he's really on the verge of saying they say it's more like an experience concert, like it's really immersive. I wouldn't know, never been to a Heilung show, but I've seen numerous documentaries about it, like just the experience alone. And I could imagine, being in the front row and watching those guys just rock out. I mean, crap. To meet you, EDC. Such a good show. Amon Amarth was insane, and I can imagine seeing Wardruna and Heilung create the same stuff. I mean, granted, it's not the same exact type of music, but it's that Viking stuff that just makes you Oh, makes you, want to get in there and row with the boys. Sony is Percana. Let's do the same thing on the axis, flip side, make sure we're all lined up here. There's my B. It's at an hour right now, 53 minutes. I may try to cram them all in, but this isn't something I want to rush. I want to make these as nice as I possibly can. I do not know. I'm undecided at the moment because I want them to be able to, have a nice wooden feel. Like they're slick as anything. I sanded them really nice. The box already nice and smooth and green. Hopefully this picks up. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I want whoever gets these to be able to, because this pine is gonna stink forever, and like a good stink. Smells all that beautiful terpenes in it, man. They just have like a Christmas tree. So I don't want to ruin that by incorporating some polyurethane, even though it will seal it forever. But you're gonna lose the tactile feel, and I don't know if I'm a fan about that. I want to keep this as natural. I want to keep that tactile feel and the scent and just the whole feel. I want to keep that as cool as possible for someone, man. So, all right. After this, 2 to go. This is number 3. And number 3 is, what is that? Tewas? The letter M. But it's not Manas. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, this is younger Futhark. All right, younger and elder are different. Tewas. Piece it up. Let's match this onto Barkana. Perfect. Frankia. I love that smell, man. Nothing like, it's like having a log in the fire pit. Nothing like the smell. Hope everybody out there is having a slamming day. Thank you for another like. Appreciate you. I can't see who's doing the likes because YouTube kind of switched up the format for going live now. I don't know if it's as interactive as it was, no, all the way around. So thank you much. Going live on IG is a little bit easier. And I have the same name over there, just an underscore. Beantown Bushcraft underscore. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. And for you guys that know me, it's Summon You're in a Viking also on IG. No, now you know. Tewas, or it could be a peace sign, huh? Oh, wait, maybe that's not Tewas. Tewas is an arrow. Yeah, Tewas is an arrow. I'm confused which rune this is. I'm not. I still get them confused sometimes. Udus, Jetty, Dagas, Manas, Tewas, Othala, Burkana, Sowillo. Quite a few, but I'm still, it's not like I have a book or a manual that that tells me what runes are ruined. Maybe I should, huh? Maybe I should invest the meanings. And I know a lot of the, the protection behind a lot of my cleansing ring. This I did hit with polyurethane. Let's get it right in there. You can see the gloss off of this side. But this has the Futhark in it. So Futhark. And then the other one says protection. And then once again, I put my Tewas runes on it right there. But this thing, this protection ring, man, it really came together nice. It's all birch. It's beautiful, beautiful birch. I just love it. All right, let's just hit an hour. 1 hour and 1 minute, 4 seconds. And I know me, I get burnt out watching videos that I'm not enthralled in, so if I'm getting sidetracked, I don't want anybody else to go, alright, this video sucks, dude, it's boring. I want to make it as interesting and as neat as possible for you. Okay, cool. So there's our axis on that one. Lovely. And it looks like an A without the... Let's erase that real quick. So I can blast out all 16 in one video. Whoops. I knew I'd wind up dropping at least one. And my tools. I got a whole crap load of tools below me in my workshop right now. Oh, don't. I did it again, man. The little ones I'm dropping here. So what I did is I just did a quick little cheat sheet. So I wouldn't... Here, let's set this down so I don't burn my face, right? Set down a little cheat sheet so I would have these on hand as a reference. So I'd know, because I don't know the 16. I know the first Futhark. I know the first 6. I know Futhark, but I not by not off the top of my head. No. All right, so this one is like an Let me see, that's lined up. Yeah. This is instead of that pithy stuff, the dots just pull so nice. That's why a lot of people like poplar. Poplar's kind of flawless all the way through. Like I said, I got these in the woods. I cut this down. I cut this limb down and just cut it down to cut it down. I cut it down in my yard, believe it or not. Not in the pine forest, in my yard. Okay, on the axis, flip side, same thing. Yeah, I thought it was kind of a pouch I'm going to put him in. I may make a little leather pouch for it, and this much work into make it kind of neat. Hope more people watch this later on, and I hope everybody has a freaking blessing. Do something nice for somebody. Go out of your way to do something really kick-ass for somebody. It's appreciated, and it comes back tenfold, man. It most certainly does. All right, last one. Here we go, gang. Last freaking one, man. And it is that one. This one upside down. So it's going to be like that. This is number 1. Able to give you guys some content. And, yeah. I really hope this goes to a good home, man. Serving home. I remember around December, I sat on it for about 5 months, but you'll see it in here. If it's not here, it's on like a stein. It's been, I think it was like 13 inches tall. It was absolutely huge. It was all made out of lead for $90. Having teenagers is expensive, so yeah, I had sold for $90. With it, I really didn't. I sold to somebody in Delaware, and some like a quarter jug of meat in it, and tested it out. Had to make sure that it didn't leak. So it worked out well. But yeah, I hope they're happy with it. All right, that's it. So we're gonna blast through them real quick. That's my Bricana. Is Tewas, Isa Tewas. Hail to the gods, man. Thorosas. F you. This is F, this is you. It's funny that our letter went to that for you, minus the crookedness, but yep, F and you. I love that green. Cool, I'm glad it's showing up pretty neat. There we go. That's it. There is the rune set. Let's bust this off real quick. These two are just scrappers. These don't belong. But there is the rune set. And I hope everybody, I get my spit jug out of there. I'm dipping. Don't mind me. Hope everybody has an absolute rad day. And like I said, do something nice for somebody, man. Do something kick-ass for somebody. Even if you don't do something savage, tell somebody to have a good day. Say something nice to somebody. Open a door for a lady. Help an old lady walk across the street. Something. Open a car door for somebody you see struggling. Something. I want you guys to have a savage day. And Town Bushcraft out. Sláinte. You guys stay awesome. 3 for the beam, baby.